Hi guys, today I'm going to be speaking about 5 things I've learned about creative filmmaking from my own research and what I've learned so far. First one I'm going to talk about is how the camera can be used. The cameras can be used in many different ways, different shots, different speeds, the way the camera changes. But something that I learned was match and action, the 180 degree rule, and also short reverse shot. I'm going to speak about these, I'm going to speak you through these. Match and action is when a character is going through, for example, one side of a door and the film coming through on the other side of the door. This sort of eliminates the idea that there's a camera actually filming the character and we're just seeing what the character is doing. Shot reverse shot, this is usually taking place in a conversation scene where the shot keeps on changing to show each of the characters that are speaking to one another. It gives us a better idea of what's happening within the scene, who's in the scene, and also helps us see character facial expressions as they're in the conversation. The last one is 180 degree rule, where again, during a conversation scene, a camera has to keep on a specific line of 180 degrees and must follow this, otherwise if it doesn't, it becomes sort of confuses audiences, and also it sort of loses sense a little bit. So imagine there's two people in a conversation, there's a line in front of them where the camera must stick to, otherwise it becomes slightly confusing. The next one is sound. For example, in a thriller, non-diegetic sound can be used. It helps create a tense atmosphere. Also, you could say that when it is diegetic, it might not necessarily relate to what's happened in the scene so far, but when it's non-diegetic, it sort of relates to what you're seeing. For example, if there's a chase scene, you're usually expecting fast tempo, high paced music, things that go along with what you're watching. The next one is mise en scene, which is basically everything that you see within the scene. Usually if you want to make something creative, you would, I don't know, for example, costume would be interesting. It would relate to what's going on in the scene. Obviously props as well. If you're in a thriller, you might see a gun, there might be cars, car chases, all these different things that relate to what you're watching. Last one is editing, and things can be edited to make it suit the way you want to see it. So for example, if you want to shorten time, you could do that. For example, if the character is walking from one building to another, you may see the character leave the first building and it may cut to him entering the next building. That way it's creative, it's cutting down a time elapse. So in that sense, you can manipulate what you're watching to make it more creative and suit the audience. Okay, that was 5 things I learned about creative filmmaking. Thanks for watching.